Hey friends! I have been talking about going on a new adventure for like weeks now, and today it is finally happening. We saw an ad last month at some point for the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Center. And in spite of the fact that it's only an hour and a half long drive away from us, we had never even heard of this place. We had no idea that it existed. So the ad kind of got us, reeled in a little bit, and we decided to go on YouTube and look up videos, look up tours, etc. And we decided that we really liked the look of the place. We go to the local zoo, Zoo Miami, all the time, but we wanted to kind of branch out a little bit. Not to mention our son, who is on the autism spectrum and very, very into routines. He has a very set way that he likes to do Zoo Miami because we go all the time. And so it would be nice, we thought, to branch out and have a different type of zoo experience without any expectations already placed on it, so we could just experience the zoo for what it is and not do it the way we're supposed to, if that makes sense. So today we're gonna go to this brand new to us zoo. Apparently they also have like a science museum and an aquarium on premises, but it's a separate attraction, a separate ticket, etc. So we won't be doing that today, but we are gonna go into the zoo itself and check out all the animals. There's a lot of different types of animals at this zoo that we're not used to seeing at Zoo Miami. And just generally, we're really excited to just experience a new thing, but also kind of compare and contrast what we're very much used to at this point. So with all that being said, let's go to the zoo. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Look, there's a bunch of different places we can go. Hello, bird. Wow. Hello, little cats in your little hammock. Hello, owl. He looks pissed. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you eat all that.
Hello, caimancito.
Pero de nuevo no están respirando.
I see. He caught a big fish. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Oh wow. That's so cool. He's like, I don't know what to do with this now. Ew, look how his beak is all bloody. Oh. Yeah, no, he's dead, my guy. Oh, this is gross. Oh, how funny, I don't know lava. Wow. has to be the coolest thing I've ever seen in an easel. He won't make up his mind already.
It's a difficult
It's too big a fish for you, my guy.
take some planning.
He needs a fork and a knife for that. Okay, they probably spend a lot of time parado, so they're taking breaks. One leg and then the other leg. Capybara.
Oh yeah, it's a giant rat. Very low.
No, he's cute. Oh my gosh, I want to hug you. Look at that iguana over there. Is it eating la hojita? Oh, because it's una lechuga. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, hello, you beautiful thing. Ah. This thing looks like it's walking backwards. Like la cabeza es la cola y la cola es la cabeza. Mira the catfish comiendo. But we're exploring. Look. You should explore with us, papi. Otra iguana. Oh yeah, that is a big ass iguana. Look at the monkey, baby. Look at the monkeys up there. And a big ass iguana. And the king iguana up there on top of the waterfall. Taking a bath. Mira. That's crazy. Yeah, she scared the hell out of me. Uh-oh. Alright friends, that was our visit to the Palm Beach Zoo and Conservation Center. It was really, really, really nice. It felt a lot smaller than Zoo Miami, but you have to consider that Zoo Miami has a lot of very, very large exhibits with very, very large animals, and it's set up really differently. They wanted, I think, more of like a natural look to the exhibits where the animals are kind of like you're kind of coming across them in the wild at Zoo Miami, and as a result there's very few cages, but that means that the animals are very separate from where you stand to see them, so you don't really get to appreciate the animals up close because the way that the exhibits are set up, that could be dangerous. There's also a lot wider and bigger pathways at Zoo Miami, which is why they have the safari cycles for rent, and it's just a different setup altogether. At the Palm Beach Zoo, it was smaller, as I said, but it was a lot more walkable. There was shade everywhere, so you never get the sun beating down on you the way you get it at the zoo. When I say the zoo, I mean Zoo Miami, because that's what I'm used to. However, you might have noticed earlier in the video, I'll put the clip here too, some of the pathways, or some of the animals, I guess I should say, are kind of off path. So if you're in a wheelchair like my son is, or an ECV or what have you, it might be difficult, if not impossible, to access some of the animals. Now, this didn't happen a lot, but it did happen, so it's something to be aware of if you require some sort of help getting around. Interestingly, the one employee that we saw like all over the place at the zoo was a disabled wheelchair user. So I wonder if there's just certain exhibits that he's not able to access himself, or if maybe he's, he works there, so maybe he's got like a workaround. I don't know. They don't have room for large animals. So like, for example, they didn't have elephants, giraffes, rhinos, hippos. These are all animals that we see at Zoo Miami frequently. They didn't have any of them at this place, but the animals they did have were really varied. We always joke that at Zoo Miami, they got like a discount on deer and cows, and they just kind of painted them all sorts of different ways and threw them into different exhibits and gave them different names. None of that here. All the animals are very, very different. They're also set up in a way where, yeah, they are in cages, so some people don't like that, but they're not kept in cages all the time. They have their own like places they live when they're not on display at the zoo. And the fact that they are in cages means that you can get really, really close to all of these animals and really appreciate the animal itself, rather than like having to kind of imagine what it must look like the way that you do at Zoo Miami. Just like at Zoo Miami, they have at least one restaurant. The food at this place though is really, really, really expensive. Like, I think overpriced is more than fair. Like, calling it overpriced is very fair. Zoo food, like theme park food in general, is typically expensive, but this was like really, really expensive. And just like Zoo Miami, there are not very many at all, actually, allergy-friendly options. So again, if that's something that concerns you, like it concerns us, bring your own food. Be prepared to bring your own food. We had to, because there was nothing there that I could eat or modify to make safe for me or my son. We really, really had a good time, all things considered. We got to see the whole place in about 2.5 hours. My son really enjoyed the carousel in particular, and he loved the otters. Note to self, next time we go, we have to start and end the trip at the otters in the Florida wetlands area, because that was the highlight for sure. But we really did like the place enough that we are wanting and like eager to go back. And my son, I don't think, was too sure about it at first. He kept trying to make sure that we didn't lose anybody and kept trying to like corral our group together again. But I'm hoping that the next time we go, because it'll be a familiar place, he won't be so like anxious about it. He'll be able to relax and have an even better time. They also have a Zoo Lights event, like the kind that we always do at Zoo Miami. I do it every year. I do videos on it every year, but I'll post the most recent one right here in the corner. That's actually the initial ad we saw for it last month. And they still had some lights on. They weren't on, but like up in the trees and stuff. And I'm really, really looking forward to going back and seeing that for the first time, because the way the park itself is beautiful, really nicely landscaped, really nicely decorated. So I imagine for Christmas with the lights on, it's gotta be overall 10 out of 10 experience. Really, really enjoyed it. Would go back, will go back. And if you've been there, let me know what your favorite part about it was. If you haven't been there, let me know if you're curious about it now that you've seen this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and we will chat again really, really soon. Bye.